Welcome to the top of the morning show. It's your girl TT from the D. TGIF. Thank goodness it is Friday. It is another beautiful day. But today we get ready to kick off the weekend. For some it's beautiful. For some it's a little heavy. At the end of the day, we look forward to tomorrow, if it should come for us, which would be Saturday, and so on and so forth. This morning I want to share with you 20 things to help you stop worrying. 20 things you need to stop worrying about. Because when you think about it, when we worry, we stress ourselves out. But we got enough stress in life, I'm pretty sure. No matter what level, stress is stress. Right? Like a sin is a sin, stress is stress. And when we worry, we actually give small things a big shadow, right? We give things a big shadow. Some people wait all day for 5 o'clock. You could worry, like if you know that's the end of your work day, you watch the clock. You ever looked at the clock? And let's just say it's 12 o'clock and it's a slow day. You're like, oh my God, it's only 12 o'clock. And you're working, you're doing some stuff, and you look up, it's 12:05. You're like, oh my God, it's only been 5 minutes. But then some days it's busy. You look and you're like, it's 12 o'clock. You're busy. You look up, it's like, oh my God, it's 1:30, right? Then you look forward to Friday, right? Some people look forward to all the holidays, right? Because they live for those moments. Well, let me remind you not to be one of those people that waits until life is almost over to realize how good it is to live your life and enjoy it. Because you wait, you work, you plan. Oh, I'm going to do this when I get older. When I retire, I'm going to do. And you work. And all the time you could have been doing some things. You was working. Doing. And then you forgot to live. They say the secret to happiness and peace on a daily basis is just letting yourself live in each moment. And I can't tell you how many times I've remembered to remind people to live in the moment instead of thinking you will live in the moments ahead of you. Because tomorrow's not promised. You know that. It's evident. You know that saying, you see somebody they're here today and they're gone tomorrow. It's real. So go ahead, give yourself freedom. Sing out loud. Dance in the street. Stare out the window. You hear a song, sing it, even if you can't sing. Enjoy your moments. Live your life. Because if you don't, you'll end up regretting it. You get older and you'll say, I wish I would have. You don't want to do that. So here's the first one. The inevitable frustrations on an average day. Do your best and let go of the nonsense. Don't worry about what you didn't get done. Don't worry about what people not doing. Just worry about what you need to do. What you can get done. And the allotted amount of time that you're being given to get it done. Number 2, the little failures you often feel self-conscious about. Think about it. Is it a goal? Are you afraid to take the risk? There'll come a time when you'll learn when you succeed and what that feels like, and when you don't succeed and what that feels like. You have to learn to go the distance. Number 3, how perfect everything could or should be. You gotta understand the difference between reasonable striving and perfection. Nothing's perfect. Remember that. Nothing's perfect. And yeah, we can always think about how something could have been better. But don't strive and worry this has got to be perfect. Because there's nothing perfect, friend. Nothing perfect under the sun. Perfection. People are like, it's got to be perfect. It's got to, you'll drive yourself crazy because there is nothing perfect. There's nothing wrong with wanting things to be great and right. But don't stress yourself out trying to make anything perfect. Because there is nothing perfect. Number 4, having complete confidence before taking your first step. Well, on the road of life, we come to realize that we rarely have the confidence when we begin anything new. A lot of times we call it stepping out on faith. I gotta step out on faith. A lot of times we doing stuff we know how to do, or we think we can do, but I gotta have faith. No, you just gotta step. You gotta believe. You gotta trust. You're moving into something new. Anything new is gonna be scary. And I think a common mistake we make is wanting to feel confident before we even start doing it. Just do it. A new job, a new relationship. What I gotta do in this, just step out your comfort zone and do it, sis. Step out your comfort zone and just do it, bro. There's so many things we can do in life and we want to do in life and we should be doing in life, but a lot of times we're afraid to take the risk. Find your confidence and just do it. Number 5. What's in it for you? You worry about things that's got to do with everybody else, but what's in it for you? Stop worrying about things that don't have anything to do with you. Time teaches us that we keep nothing in this life. Not your first car, not your first apartment, not your first friend, not your first relationship. You remember that for women, you remember that very first designer bag you bought yourself? You remember the very first time you went on a vacation? Something you bought during that very first vacation. Now, some of y'all might say, yes, I can. I still have it. And some of y'all say, I don't recall. And it's okay. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Because most of the time, we give things. You remember when you went out, now people will say, oh, I remember the first vacation you went on. You brought me back a souvenir. I still got it. Oh, I remember that first designer bag you bought. You gave it to me. I still got it. Most of the time, we don't have to give to receive because we can receive without giving. And that's a simple point we're making. Life will give you opportunities to collect some amazing things. And everything you collect doesn't have a price tag. You got to remember to give and not just always receive. And you always got to remember not to just receive and not give. Number 6. The internet has a lot of things going on. And if you truly want to make a difference, you got to walk the walk. Okay. Shop online, do things online, and do Zoom meetings online, and get together online, right? But don't forget that interaction with people. It's way better to connect. I don't care if it's once a year in person. That human interaction is priceless. We lose loved ones every single day because of life, the way life is set up. I know when we went through the pandemic, we had to get creative because we couldn't go out and about and be with everybody and do everything, right? So we had to find creative ways to connect. So let's have game night on social media. Let's have a social outing on social media. Grab your favorite libation and let's meet up and let's do. And we did some things, but we've kind of gotten back a little bit to our normalcy, whatever that looks like to most people, right? Get back involved with that interaction. Practice your kindness. Build your relationships. Build those bridges that you got there. Embody what you preach. Number 7. When we're young, it seems like life is moving like lightning. But as we get older, it seems like time is ticking so slow. Don't let the pressures of making big differences impede you from making the small differences. Understand that no act of love and kindness can go undone in your life. You can't function without loving kindness. You want to make that big impact, but don't forget about the little impacts. Remember, if you plant something, it's not going to necessarily grow overnight. And if you keep looking at it, that's not going to make it grow any faster either. Take your time. Enjoy the fact of watching something grow. Right? When you plant a seed, it becomes a flower. Remember to share a bit of knowledge with others because you're helping to pave the way for somebody else because somebody helped pave the way for you. Number 8, remember there are no quick fixes in life. The older we get, the more we understand that. We see the smoke and mirrors, right? Those quick fix. Those quick fixes don't work. People try to put band-aids on bullet wounds when you know you need stitches. And I know the world is chaotic. It's always been chaotic, but it's very chaotic right now. We've been encouraging people to pray a lot, to step out on their faith and do their do. Do something that they've never done before because tomorrow's not promised. I'm still going to rally behind that. Take the time to do something you've never done. You've been wanting to fix something, make something better. You might have attempted with a quick fix and it didn't work out, so it still needs to be done. That's because you need to take your time. Like, we're in a rush to do everything, be everywhere we often don't need to be in the first place. Growing happens naturally. Changes happen naturally. The ones that aren't going to happen whether you like it or not. The turning colors of the hair. Whether your hair is black, brown, blonde, red. It'll eventually get gray or white. You had that tight skin when you were young. And as you've gotten older, you see a little bag, a little line, a little sag. It's changing. Don't be afraid of the change. It just means that you've been so blessed to live life. Embrace that. Number 9. Having a calendar jam-packed with plans. Don't worry about that. I used this analogy in a show a long time ago. And I said I was going to do a show on it. Yet to have done it, but it's never too late. We can write out all the things that we're going to do. And we write out things in advance. A lot of times, that's how we function. And there's nothing wrong with that, because we're keeping a calendar. And that's best to do that in a way, because you'll forget. But when you start looking at it like your Monday through Thursday, things you gotta do, your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are always jam-packed, because there's only 3 days the average person really can look at and say, I can slide this in and try to do this. But over the time, you'll learn that many great things just happen unplanned, right? I think sometimes we end up regretting that we plan so much that we don't even have time for the unexpected to happen. Those random pop-up visits from family and friends that have moved to another state or another country. They pop up, hey, and it's like, oh my God, yeah, I'm in town, I'm over here for a moment, and I wanted to see if you wanted to grab a quick bite, or, I wanted to stop by, and it's like, looking at your calendar. Mind you now, you've packed your calendar, you have no room because you have so much going on. You don't have any time for the unplanned. And a lot of times we regret it because it's like, oh no, really? Oh yeah, I had promised though. And you know how you are. When you make promises, I'm going to show up, I'm going to be, you want to do that. But those rare moment things that we wish we had time for, we don't, because we got calendars packed full of stuff. I want you to try to think about creating a soft place in time on your calendar that doesn't have anything planned. That way, when somebody unexpectedly calls you or texts you, because we're in a world of texts. I'm the queen of text. But when they call you or pop up, or I don't know if you got the pop up, you can pop up on me type of deal. My mother's the only one that really pops up on us, so people know like I'm on the go a lot. My husband's on the go a lot, so people don't really just pop up, because you never know what you're gonna get. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. But leave that soft time in there. So when somebody's sporadically, hey, leave you a little bit of time in every day to be able to live in those moments. That's not jam-packed with, I got something to do every minute of the day, every hour, every single day. Because you'll miss out on those unplanned moments that you wish you could participate in. And once they come, they don't return. Remember that. Last but not least, stop worrying about being in control of everything. You know by now you can't control everything and everybody. And you learn that the older you get. Some of y'all young people, y'all think you can. I choose who, I choose when, I choose where, I choose how. Okay. But if you with other people, you gotta let them do some choosing too. It's only fair. But the older you get, the more you should realize how life is and how little control we really have. And you shouldn't hold yourself down and be beating yourself up for what you can't control. I'm going to stop at that 10. I wanted to give you 20. But I'm going to give you 10 more on Monday. I'm going to give you 10 more on Monday. It's Friday. I'm not going to hold you here. You see how I was going and going. It's Friday. You got things to do. I got things to do. We got things to do. And you plan to listen. And I don't know how long we've been going, but we've been going long enough. So I'm going to give you 10 more. But I'm going to save those extra 10 on Monday. And we'll compare it. And at the end of the day, Monday, you'll have the 10 to go with the 10 today, and you have the full 20. But for the rest of the day, I want you to live unapologetic. Do something just for yourself today. I don't care what that is. I'm not going to give you any tips. Do something you know that you would love to do just for you. And watch how great you feel. That's all I have for you today. Enjoy your weekend. I hope you have some soft time through the weekend so you can do some things that's unplanned. Because life happens and there is room to do things unplanned. But you live a life that's so full on your calendar, you don't recognize those moments. Go ahead and create that moment for yourself. It's your girl, TT from the D.